Well, we hear all the time that it is important to move your body, even if that is just a simple walk. But Kara Swanson with Life Well Lived is here to tell us about how walking at a certain time can actually bring you some health benefits. So Kara is here with us today.
Yes.
Kara, thanks for being with us. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, so I have a health hack that has nothing to do with what you eat, but what you do after you eat, and that's walking. And like you said, walking is so good for us generally, right? To get that exercise in and just movement. But when you walk after you eat, it actually helps with your blood sugar control, your digestion, your energy, your mood, all of that. So it's important, the timing too of when you walk.
So tell me a little bit about, when you should walk. Is it right after you eat a meal? Kind of just talk a little bit about the best ways in terms of maybe if it's breaking down breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I mean, in your life, how would you incorporate a walk after those days?
Yeah, so typically what I do is I'll walk after lunch and I'll do just a quick 10-minute walk. Maybe it's a little bit longer, but I'll just go around the block.
Okay.
And that's just something to help with that digestion, the blood sugar control, all of that. And then you can also walk after dinner. If you could do a shorter walk, if you want to do a longer one. Right now, since it's been so nice out, I'll try to do a longer one, but 10 to 20 minutes after you eat is when you kind of that window of when you want to get your walk in.
Okay, and you only have to do 10 to 15 minute walks. It doesn't have to be anything too long.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be anything too long. So 10 minutes, it's so simple, but it's really powerful. If you want, especially those who struggle with insulin resistance, this is going to help balance your blood sugar out, just aid in digestion so that you don't have the bloating or gas or constipation, and just give you that boost too, energy boost.
I love it. And you talked about a little bit right there of what, kind of happens after you eat. Talk about if you don't go on a walk. I mean, I know a lot of people probably don't go on walks after they eat right now. So if you don't go on a walk, what is actually happening to your food and I guess your digestion as much as we don't have to get TMI?
I mean, it's just sitting there, right? And so when you walk it, it helps it move things through the digestion tract. It's going to give you energy so that you're not having that afternoon slump, that often happens after you eat. So it really boosts that. And then it just helps your blood sugar not spike so much.
Right. So, okay, tell me about people that maybe they're working or they have a busy schedule. What are some good tips and advice that you could give them to just move their body a little bit after eating?
Yeah, even if you stand after you eat, so we're sitting so often, so much. And so if you can't get outside or maybe your office doesn't have a place where you could do laps or something, but that's standing. You could do it in the office, 5 minutes even. I mean, if you can't do 10 or 15, just do 5. Some is always better than none. So just thinking it in that way too.
Okay, you could even, just get up, walk to another desk, walk to another office, say hi to a friend.
That's right.
There you go. I love it. I love it. And Kara, you work with a lot of different people, a lot of different clients when it comes to things like this and just improving gut health. So tell me about, do you have any stories or personal stories about clients that have incorporated this walking after a meal and kind of their experiences and how it's really benefited them?
Yeah, I mean, for us personally, we do it as a family. So we'll walk, we homeschool now, so our kids will go on a walk after lunch and everyone just feels better and we just have more energy. It just not as much bloating or gas or constipation. So it really is beneficial when you can get moving after you eat.
And tell me just about a walking in general. I know we're talking about after you eat, but tell me just about how much health benefits walking in general can bring you.
Yeah, I mean, the same benefits apply, whether you're going to walk right after a meal or, walking later. It's going to help you, again, with the blood sugar, with the digestion, with the energy. It helps with your heart as well. So there's so many benefits, especially if you're not moving a lot or you're not exercising. Walking is a really great exercise to start with.
All right, I love it, Kara. An easy tip for everybody that anybody can incorporate. Love that advice. To wrap it up, how can people find you?
Yeah, so you can find me on my website, lifewelllive.fitness, or on Instagram @Kara Swanson.
Love it. Kara shares a lot of great tips on Instagram, so definitely go and follow her there.